First, you're going to want to open the wheels for customizing into Bambu Studio. I keep them all put together like this so that it gives you a better idea of what it's going to look like. I use this blue color because all the image colors tend to look better on it while you're moving them around. You can always change the color later. I import my images, my SVG images that I had exported out of my graphics program. I grab them all, bring them in. I select them all, and I do a fix model. And for whatever reason, that just helps them merge better. My total image height is 0.6, and that just keeps it within the wall layers. It doesn't go into the infill. So I change that. Make sure you unclick uniform scale or you'll have it shrunk down. Then I flip it. You can always mirror your image in your graphics program, but I like to do it here. It just keeps it more uniform. I bring each one over the piece it's going to merge with, just to get them out of the way. Flip it over. I bring the image over or under, actually, but line it up with the wheel piece as best you can. And it's going to take some trial and error, but it just has to be close. It doesn't have to be perfect. Make sure the other access hole is basically the same distance. I'm looking at it from the bottom, so I flip it back over to the top. And I go over to the side in object view, and the assembly of the image, I split it apart. So now that it's split apart, I can edit, remove each individual piece of that image. I change the colors here. I remove the outline because I really only use that to help me line up the image. Change the colors. Now I grab each piece that's been split apart and the colors changed, including the one wheel piece, making sure not to get the whole assembly. Right click and hit merge. Take everything off the plate or you won't be able to see the preview of it. Preview it. And I apologize, my computer takes forever. So the red dots and things that you see, those are the supports. At the end, I'll show you what it looks like without the supports, but it gives you an idea. And I just do that with each piece. I'm going to try and speed it up or at least not talk through this part. But I'm, again, lining it up over each wheel piece, making sure they line up with all the holes and the edges. Flip it back over. Take that assembly and split it apart. Remove the outline. Change my colors. I'm selecting everything. Right click and merge. And just do this process for each piece. And if you find that you don't have them lined up perfectly, and after you're all done and you have them all put out together and you're looking at them in preview and they don't match, you can go in the prepare tab and grab just those pieces and slide them around. You don't have to unsplit it. You will have to preview it and reslice it, but you don't have to split them apart. As soon as you split these items apart, the pieces are just free floating in there. And removed the outline, changed the color of the image. Grab everything, right click, and merge. And there's somebody that might be able to do a quicker way or more efficient way. I'm really new to this whole process, so this is just what works for me so far. I know Corel. I'm learning Bambu Studio, so there may be a much easier way, but this works for me for right now. Split it apart, change the colors, remove the outline. Control click so you're grabbing everything, right click and merge. So now all four pieces have the image merged individually. And now I'm going to change it to white, my wheel color. But if you click that top blue, that's the whole assembly and everything will turn white. So make sure you're just grabbing the piece within it. So below the assembly is the blue piece. Change the color. Change the color. Change the color. I'm going to go back and put them all together so that it gives you a better idea of what it looks like. And the easiest way to do that is just to grab everything, zoom way in, and get it as close as you can. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the supports just to give you an idea. You're going to want to make sure you put those back on, but remove the supports. I'm centering it to the page, or the plate. I'm removing the supports just to give you a better visual. Flip it over. And there it is. So the wheel plug, or the center cap, is a whole another process. Sometimes I can get the Boolean mesh or mesh Boolean to work on that. Not usually. Again, it's probably operator error. Could be my computer. I'll go over that in another video. Separate them all apart. Don't split them. Just move them over. And then make sure all your settings are correct, your infill, all of that. And you're good to go. Good luck.